Chickweed has 6 times as much vitamin C, 12 times more calcium, and 83 times more iron than spinach. In this video, I'm going to show you how to identify chickweed, how to distinguish chickweed from its poisonous lookalikes like Scarlet Pimpernell, and I'll demonstrate how to make a chickweed pesto pizza. Let's get foraging. Chickweed forms in the forest floor in dense clusters and it spreads out horizontally. Chickweed is somewhat vertically challenged. It only raises up 4 inches off the forest floor, so this is not a tall plant by any means. Chickweed flowers are white and have 5 petals, but the petals are so deeply indented that it creates the illusion that it has 10 petals. Chickweed has bright green, teardrop-shaped leaves that form in opposite pairs. Now chickweed does have one poisonous lookalike to watch out for, and that's Scarlet Pimpernell. Now Scarlet Pimpernell has similar qualities to chickweed. It forms in opposite pairs with oval-shaped leaves. However, chickweed has little hairs forming on the stems of the plant, whereas Scarlet Pimpernell is completely smooth without any hairs on it. Chickweed also has little stalks that connect the leaf to the main stem, which are called petioles, where Scarlet Pimpernell leaves connect directly to the stem. The stems on chickweed are round, and the stems on Scarlet Pimpernell are square. The leaves of Scarlet Pimpernell have little black dots on the back of the leaves, whereas the leaves of chickweed have nothing on the back. Chickweed doesn't contain any sap when you break a piece off, but Scarlet Pimpernell contains a sap that'll irritate your skin. If you carefully break chickweed apart, you'll find a thin little thread that goes in the middle of chickweed, and this is also another distinguishing factor because Scarlet Pimpernell does not have that thread. Once you have properly ID'd chickweed, you can use it in tea, smoothies, salads, or pesto, or you can just eat it raw. It's quite good. And I think it's delicious raw. Chickweed has a similar flavor to like baby corn or any kind of alfalfa sprout or broccoli sprout. In addition to being an edible plant, chickweed also has some medicinal properties. It can be used to reduce inflammation, boost the lymphatic system, and purify the blood. Chickweed is also antiviral, it's a mild diuretic, and can be used to clear up skin issues on the face or the body. It also contains minerals like selenium, iron, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and zinc. This is one of my favorite edible greens in the spring. I really like stinging nettle as well, but stinging nettle requires a little bit of processing to get rid of the stinging hairs, whereas chickweed I can just pick off the ground and throw it in my mouth. Or I can make a more elaborate pesto or salad smoothie with it.
Now we're going to make some chickweed pesto. First you'll need half a cup of walnuts or pine nuts. Next you'll need 3 cups of chickweed or greens. Since it was early in the season, I only gathered 1 cup of chickweed and supplemented it with 2 cups of spinach. Later in the spring, you can supplement chickweed with other wild greens like henbit, dead nettle, stinging nettle, or purslane. When life gives you lemons, make some pesto. You'll also need 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, as well as half a cup of olive oil, you also need to mince a couple cloves of garlic, and finally 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. Once your pesto is ready, you gotta stretch out the dough. I'm new to working with fresh pizza dough, so I'm still learning how to stretch the dough out without ripping it. I love pesto pizzas, but pesto is a lot harder to spread than regular tomato sauce. I recently got an Ooni pizza oven and they are incredible. They heat up to 950 degrees Fahrenheit, and the pizzas are supposed to fully cook within 60 seconds. With that level of heat, I keep having to turn the pizza to prevent it from burning. The pesto pizza turned out amazing. It was a little bit thicker and puffier than I anticipated, but it was still really good looking.
So just made this chickweed pesto pizza. So good.
I have mushroom tinctures and herbal teas available in my Etsy shop, link in the description.